Good morning, South Valley. I hope you are as excited as we are to go outside in a couple of hours and see an amazing moment in science history. I just wanted to come on live today to talk with you about a couple of really important procedures that we have. We have had some awesome people, including Miss Lester and her science team, doing a lot of work to get prepared for today, so it's really important that you take the time to tune in to me for the next couple of minutes to make sure that we don't miss anything. So we wanted to continue your behavior. You had a great assembly behavior as we went into the assembly on Friday. You guys were awesome. And today we are going to move ourselves outside during fifth hour. And when you come in, if you're a car rider, you'll be over on the south side of the building. You will have seen that before. We have an outdoor classroom set up. You probably saw some of the cameras that are already rolling with Mr. Kelsey's crew. So this is a huge opportunity for us to be part of a major part in science history. We have an even greater opportunity to have Marty and Shauna on campus from the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. They will be doing their broadcast live from 12:30 to 1:30. And so you can tell your parents about that later on. I've already sent a link to them, but if you want to see that broadcast live after the fact, you can go onto the internet as well. At times during the broadcast, we'll have to have complete silence so that they can be heard on their show and so we can hear their great information. So the one thing that we have done is some teachers will be around the viewing area and they will have a pink flag. If a pink flag is down, that means that they are actually recording and we are to be quiet. There will be times when the pink flags will go up, that maybe they're doing some other viewing in different areas, or they're talking to people in Washington, D.C. So once again, when the pink flag is up, that will be a quick opportunity for you to chat with your neighbor, maybe talk about something that you heard. If you have to kind of move about in your seat, that would be fine. Once the flags go back down, they will be back recording live, so we'll need to make sure that we're quiet. It's really important. They are streaming live on the internet for almost an hour, and they have lots of information, so we don't want our noise to impede with what people are hearing on the internet. You will eat today during fourth hour, and so your teachers have directions to get you to the cafeteria, so it's a little bit different today, so keep that in mind. And we will be going outside during fifth hour. Students will only be allowed inside in the case of emergency. So all staff and students will be dismissed to the outdoor viewing area by your fifth hour teacher over the intercom. So make sure that you wait for your teacher's direction. We'll actually go through and do that a couple of classes at a time to make sure that we can go out in a safe and an orderly fashion. You will also be seated by your fifth hour class. Please do not move to any other locations. I repeat, you'll be seated with your fifth hour teacher in a certain location. We ask that you do not move to any other location. It's important that you stay with your teacher. Your fifth hour teacher has your glasses, and they will be given to you before you go outside. If you have a chair, blanket, or a seat that's too large for your locker, after this video is done, make sure you get the permission of your advisory teacher, but you can go ahead and take that to your fifth hour location so that way you're ready to go at fifth hour. Let's see, there will be certain times that your teacher or the speakers will ask that you look for certain things or may have an activity for you to do during that time period when you're outside. Remember that what they said from the presentation, you will see and hear amazing things. So this time will be, you can be a true scientist. You can listen and do lots of observations. We kindly ask that you keep your hands, arms, and feet to yourself and be courteous to those around you. Yes, you are going to be out there for an hour, and sometimes we get a little bit antsy in our seats, but we do ask that you keep your arms and hands and feet and everything else to yourself to keep yourself and your neighbor safe. If at any time we feel that you are being unsafe with your behavior, you will be removed from the outdoor viewing area, and potential discipline and removal from other assemblies is a possibility. So please make sure you are on your best behavior. We need to remember that this is a major opportunity for both the students and the adults at South Valley, and we don't want to jeopardize anyone's experience. Please be very careful with your glasses. These are the glasses that you are going to be receiving. They are certified and approved. So when your fifth hour teacher gives those to you, please take a look at them, make sure there are no scratches on them. And when you put them on, make sure that you put them on all the way. And I cannot see a thing right now, so I know that these glasses are perfect for me, and I will use those when I'm outside. Couple other things. Cell phones. We will allow cell phones outside because we know this is a great moment in history. However, please make sure you're only using your cell phones to capture the shadows. You can take a couple pictures of your friends before we go live, that's fine. Or take pictures of what Miss Shauna is seeing on her telescope. We'll have that on some viewing locations outside. But it's really, really important that you do not take pictures of the sun with your camera. A, you can ruin your phone. B, you can ruin your eyes with that. So our phones are not the right kind of lens to take a picture of the sun. Please keep that in mind. I think your parents will thank you. Leave that to the professionals. We all know that if we've taken pictures with our phones and they don't turn out as good as we can see them live, that's the same type of experience you will see here. We'll have plenty of pictures all over the internet, I'm sure, that will have been taken by professionals that have the right kind of equipment, so please do not do that here. Also, do not take selfies. We may think that a selfie may be safe. Selfie is the same thing. The sun will come through and it could end up damaging your eyes and also ruin your camera. So even if you think a selfie is safer, the reflection in there can also damage the phone. Okay. Once again, when the teachers wave the pink flag, that means that we are not taping and that you can talk with your friends and your neighbors. And Marty and Shauna will also tell us when we can safely look at the eclipse. So please make sure that you are listening carefully, and we will do some quiet repeats from the beginning of the crowd to the end of the crowd, just to make sure that everybody knows when to take off the glasses. They said we'll have right around 2 minutes of viewing. And again, make sure you observe what's going on in nature, listen, take a look around. They said look at shadows, look at the grass, look at everything that's around you, okay? A couple other details for students that normally travel next door for classes. We wanted to make sure that you knew where you were going since the schedules are a little bit different today. 5th hour French students will report to Miss Lindsay's classroom, room 114, for your 5th hour departure time. And so once again, that's 5th hour French students will report to Miss Lindsay's classroom, room 114. 7th hour Spanish students who normally go next door to Miss Larson, you will go to Miss Keeler's room, which is 200. Once again, 7th hour Spanish students will go to Miss Keeler, 200. And 7th hour French students will report to Miss Gall, room 202. So 7th hour French to 202. So we are just super, super excited. We know that our South Valley Eagles are the best, and we hope that everybody has an amazing day. You're going to have 4 different lessons throughout the day during 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th hour that will give you some awesome information so you know what to be looking for, give you some of the history of the eclipse. Will we ever see one again? You'll find that information out. So please make sure you tune in. Really soak this in. This is an amazing moment in history, and we definitely want to make sure that we are on our best behavior throughout the day. So good luck, and we hope that you enjoy this experience. Go Eagles!
You're good.
Okay.